anonymous source who spoke to Politico has indicated that New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been offered a job in the Trump administration as long as he drops out of the race for re-election as New York City mayor, which would of course help solidify the percentage of voters that would back Andrew Cuomo. Because like, let's keep it real, if you're supporting Eric Adams, you're not gonna turn around and support Mamdani, right? The one who's further to the left. You're likely to back Andrew Cuomo instead. And it looks like this was the plan all along. So again, that would leave just 3 candidates: Zohran Mamdani, who up until this moment really did seem poised to win, Andrew Cuomo, and Curtis Sliwa. Now, Politico reported that Adams's position would be, of course, in the US Department of Housing and Urban Development, which, okay, just note to all administrations in the future, you can appoint people to HUD who aren't black. Like, I feel like there's this weird trend going on, and it makes me a little uncomfortable, to be honest with you. But look, that's an entirely different tangent. The fact that Democrats are willing to work with Donald Trump in order to destroy Zohran Mamdani's chances at winning the mayoral race in New York City tells you everything you need to know about corporate Democrats. This is what corporate Democrats are, guys. I need you to really take it in. And when I say take it in, I'm not saying take it in, be upset about it now, and then when it comes time to vote, you end up supporting the Democrats anyway. Yeah, I'm saying it. Okay, Democrats need to learn a lesson. If you're not going to do right by the American people, if you're gonna go against the will of Democratic voters, there will be consequences. Unless they get that message across, they're never gonna change. So anyway, again, Eric Adams, a Democrat, according to Politico, has been offered a job in the Trump administration, specifically to get him to drop out of the mayoral race. So a White House official would neither confirm nor deny that Trump advisors are talking with Adams. Adams did not directly deny meeting with Trump, probably because he did, during his recent jaunt to Florida. And he notably did not give a definitive no when asked if he plans to drop out of the race for mayor. Adams and Trump have a history together, as some of you may already know. So the Biden Justice Department hit Eric Adams with a slew of corruption charges. So Adams went out of his way to win Trump's favor in order to maybe get a pardon, maybe get the charges dropped if he, won the presidential election, which of course he did. So the charm offensive absolutely worked, and the Trump administration has let Adams off the hook. Now in August, Andrew Cuomo reportedly told donors at a private fundraiser that given a 3-way competition between himself, Sliwa, and Mamdani, Trump would intervene to help him out. Are you not proud, Cuomo? Like working with Daddy Trump in order to increase your chances of winning the mayoral race. I mean, this is like a disgraced former governor of New York, got a bunch of seniors killed in nursing homes, has a bunch of credible sexual harassment and assault allegations lodged against him. And this guy feels entitled to be the leader of New York City. What a freaking joke. But anyway, there's more. I heard Chris Cuomo gets really upset when people attack his brother, his big brother, his disgusting, entitled, pathetic, politician brother. Now, Cuomo said, again, this is back in August, I think we can minimize Sliwa's vote because he'll never be a serious candidate. And Trump himself, as well as top Republicans, will say the goal is to stop Mamdani, and you'll be wasting your vote on Sliwa. So I feel good about that. Of course you feel good about that. Now, during a different meeting with New York City business leaders, Cuomo reportedly stated, quote, I know personally Trump doesn't want to fight with me. Personally, I don't want to fight with him, right? So I don't think he's going to be eager to create a conflict with us because you guys are the same, really. Like when we talk about the Uni-party, this is a mask off moment, proving that the Uni-party exists. All the theater about how these guys hate Trump and MAGA's so terrible. when push comes to shove, it's all theater, and they will work together to destroy a candidate who, actually wants to offer something different to constituents, who wants to, stay in the United States, stay in New York City, and represent what's in the best interests of his constituents, rather than travel to foreign countries or ingratiate himself with the Israeli government as a mayor, by the way. Like the fact that all of the mayoral candidates were asked where they would travel for their first, out of country trip after winning the election is pretty pathetic. It really is. And the fact that most of them said Israel is even more pathetic. We're talking about the mayor. Anyway, so today the New York Times reported that the Trump administration is also considering a federal position for Sliwa. Wow, what a surprise. Apparently they believe that Cuomo has the best odds of beating Mamdani in a one-on-one general election. So Cuomo is still polling far behind Mamdani in the general election, but some surveys suggest he could defeat Mamdani head to head thanks to support from Republican and independent voters. But Trump's intervention in this race could be very risky. So New York City is deeply Democratic, making Trump's brand a political liability for someone like Cuomo, who honestly isn't really that popular to begin with. And that's what Mamdani is hoping for and capitalizing on. So here's what he wrote just a few hours ago. Today's news confirms it. Cuomo is Trump's choice for mayor. The White House is considering jobs for Adams and Sliwa to clear the field. New Yorkers are sick of corrupt politics and backroom deals. No matter who's running, we will deliver a better future on November 4th. Speaking of which, I want to correct some of my previous statements about Zohran Mamdani, because he has clarified some of his positions that I was a little bit concerned about, which by the way, doesn't even matter. I don't live in New York City. All that matters here is what the people of New York City want in a mayor. Okay, so let me be clear about that. But previously I had said that I was like a little bit hesitant about Mamdani's views on policing because he used to be a hardcore defund the police type of person, type of guy. I also used to preach about how I favored defund the police type policies, but obviously I have changed my mind. And in a new New York Times piece, they delve into the fact that Zohran Mamdani has also changed his mind. He doesn't want to lower the number of NYPD officers, but he does want to add mental health professionals who would respond to certain calls, which I think is a really, really good idea. So I just want to, clear the record on that because I don't want anyone to be misinformed about where he currently stands on that matter. And honestly, the fact that he is focusing on the cost of living, he has the right priorities. He wants to stay in New York City and focus on the people of New York City. He is the best candidate. I mean, Sliwa's a joke, let's just keep it real. And Andrew Cuomo is an embarrassment to New Yorkers. So I don't think that he should be the next leader of New York City. But speaking of corrupt politics and backroom deals, Sludge just reported on who's donating to Fix the City, which is the #1 pro Andrew Cuomo super PAC. So last month, donations to Fix the City picked up, with the super PAC receiving nearly $1.3 million in 1 week from a trio of repeat donors. On August 21st, the PAC received another $500,000 from Billionaire William Lauder, an heir of the cosmetics company Estee Lauder, and its board chair. So wealthy people want Cuomo, they don't want Mamdani. On August 20th, the PAC received another $500,000 from John B. Hess, the former chairman and CEO of oil and gas company Hess Corporation, similarly bringing his total given to $1 million. And in August, Fix the City received another $100,000 from Walmart heiress Alice Walton, a conservative donor. The month before, it received $300,000 from hedge fund CEO David Rosen of Rubric Capital. So all you need to do is take a good hard look at who's supporting Andrew Cuomo, what their priorities are. And I got news for you. Their priorities are not what's in the best interests of ordinary New Yorkers. So we'll see how this develops, but this is what corporate Democrats do. They would much rather work with, who they consider Satan himself, Donald Trump, than allow someone to the left of them to win a mayoral race. And I find that pretty gross.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.